Okay. Well, then. There weren't even that many choices to be made. Okay, so what if we go here and then let Natsuki leave instead? We'll see you later. Natsuki goes back to the table where she was sitting. This is why I never come here. What's wrong? It's those guys over there. Oh, okay, so because I let Natsuki stay here, we talked about Natsuki instead of about Yuri. And because of that part or whatever, like she felt more as friends towards me, I guess. Throughout the week. Every time I come here, they always say inappropriate things to me. That's why I started eating inside my classroom. I thought today would be safe to come here because not many people had come. It's been like this since first year. People like this do exist in this world, and I've noticed the boys I've seen in this school do act pretty weird towards girls sometimes. Yeah, it was Kiba. It was Kiba, of course. What else can you say? It was Kiba who did that, so of course he was gonna make weird ass remarks. But I should do some. But should I do something about it? I see. Don't worry, you're safe around me. I trust you. Last weekend I got a little anxious about coming to your place, but it didn't turn out to be as bad as I expected. You respect me, and I like that about you. How is the food? It's okay. I do miss my mom's cooking though. Ah, right, you did say that you usually eat in your classroom. I'm actually curious about your mom's food. Does it taste good? I can let you have some of it next time. I told my mom that I'd be eating here at the cafeteria today. I'll get it tomorrow. Anyway, you got any homework? Homework? I don't think any teacher this... Okay, this is the same. I don't know why I can't skip, but... Are you some kind of spy? Homework English. No, this is the same, but I can't skip because I chose the other option. Yeah, do it later in the club, see you after school. Okay, let me skip this. Okay, so... Will be any club activities for today, so you might get bored. You can always hang out with the others. What about Sayuri? I guess, but I can always do that anytime I want. And I think she'll be happy that I'm spending time with you more. It's the whole reason why she wanted me to join. That's nice of her to think that. Oh, we've got homework, yeah, and then the book. Pats! I want to discuss the book with Yuri. I've already read half of it, but maybe it'll be a little fun to talk about it with Sayuri. She seemed to like the book a lot. Okay, oh, then you can choose the... Interesting, 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 interesting. And if we go with Yuri, then we get that same stuff that we saw already. You're both in the same club, so it's only fair if I help you out. Thank you. Yeah, and then we go to Yuri's house. He's from the club. Because of the storm, I offered to help him dry his blazer, which got wet. That's nice of you, sweetie. And yeah, okay. Just some minor lines that are different. I guess we just do that again. Oh, never mind. Okay, that's the same ending. Okay. Okay, so what if we go here? Skip this. And then we ask her to hang out with Monica instead. Or maybe we should just leave in general. I'll talk to you later. I'm going to pick up my things and head out. Yeah, and talk to Sayuri. Oh, there we go. She has a different outfit on. Hello, Mark. Hi, Yuri. How are you today? I'm doing okay. Oh, why are you wearing a sports... How on earth is that a sports... Okay, I guess it is. Why are you wearing a sports outfit? I was thinking about going for a jog after meeting. Wait a minute, you go jogging? Like exercise? I need to keep my body in shape. So I thought since you're inviting me to the park, why not wear this for later? Oh, okay. Why did you want to meet me? Is it something important? Well, it's just, I wanted to talk to you about something. I don't know how to say it, but I'm just gonna say it. Yuri, I take a deep breath. I love you. Since the day I met you, I've been really interested in you, and this feeling has just been building up every day. Until today, when I finally had the guts to tell you. That's all I have to say. This has been one of the hardest things I've done in my life. I don't know if I have the guts to do it again. I knew this was how you were feeling. Huh? You thought that I didn't know? All you ever want to do is spend time with me. It's like you're obsessed or something. I was just waiting for the moment till I was correct about it. And I'm sorry, it's just not gonna work out between— Oh Jesus, this is even worse! Yuri, no! It's even worse! I don't even think I could— Whoa, okay, that's a bit rude. But what about those times when we talked? The time at the cafeteria? Honestly, I would have preferred if Natsuki sat with us. I didn't have the confidence to ask her to eat with us. I don't know if you've even thought about it, but it sounded like you wanted her to leave so you could be alone with me. I thought that was a good thing at first, because we talked about your problems. But okay, what kind of friend does that? But I thought you weren't comfortable eating in groups. And that's your problem. You think you know what's best for— Okay, Yuri, okay. Fucking relax a bit, okay? Why on earth were you even— why the hell did you insist on going to your house and then cleaning my blazer and all that old shit? Because that happened still. Fucking hell. I'm really sorry. Even have a rose for you. I will accept this, but my feelings don't change. I don't think we can no longer stay as friends anymore. I'm sorry, but this is just how it is. The most I can do right now is be in the same club. But outside, I don't want to see— Jesus, this is ridiculously harsh out of nowhere. You're just like those guys in the cafeteria. I promise you're nothing like those guys. They're just comfortable with you. You're very easy to talk to. And not the childhood friend you know so much about, or the girl who feels lonely in the club. You know, I was also in love last week. I thought he was special. I really thought, but you made it disappear. I'm sorry, but I can't do this anymore. I need to go for a jog now. Jeez, that was really harsh for no reason. Oh, don't fucking cry right now. Come on. I'm left silent under the cherry blossom tree, so that's it then. So Yuri said the worst you could say is no. Also, Yuri, she said something worse. I just lost a friend. I cannot process— Hey, just immediately text her. Hey, so Yuri, I'm sorry. I just realized that I do love you as well. Let's be together. Fuck you, Yuri. Can I even go back to the Literature Club? This isn't fair. None of this is fair. I'm just a loser, aren't I? So Yuri doesn't deserve me. Yuri doesn't deserve me. No one deserves me. I'll just stay a single loser forever. Forever. That was really harsh though. Fucking hell. She even like— Okay, I really don't understand that one. Like, because all the other things still remained the same. Okay, so what happens if we hang out with Sayori then? I mean, we did stay at the cafeteria alone with Yuri, but then here we stay with Sayori instead of Yuri. Sayori's at the front drawing something. She really hasn't changed a bit. Hey Sayori. Hi Mark. What are you drawing? You wanna see it? I've just started it, but you can check it out if you want. Sayori passes me the page. Oh Jesus. Sayori. No. I mean, oh, she even drew me and Yuri like almost holding hands. Natsuki with her arms crossed. But I'm mostly talking about this, like fucking hell. What? Don't ask. It's us. Yeah, no shit, it's us. MC, pay attention. Look at the hair. Yeah, it's literally the only thing that differentiates the stick figures from one another. Like, how did you not catch that? I said it's not completed. But why is there a rain cloud over your head? Is there something you're trying to say? It's nothing. I checked the weather and it said it'll rain later today. So I drew a rain cloud. Wait, it's gonna rain today? I didn't bring in my umbrella. We could always share, you know? Yeah, maybe. I know there's something Sayori is hiding. I'm sure she didn't make that drawing for no reason. Everything Sayori does has a meaning to it. She was like this as a kid as well. I just don't know how to get her to talk. I've actually read half of the book yesterday. You did? It took me weeks to complete reading it. How did you do half of it in a day? I'm a pretty fast reader. I see. I just listened to Yuri's advice and read everything in detail. She's so smart when it comes to novels. How was it? It was really good. When I'm done, I might read it again. Every story has its end. That's why you should enjoy it at its fullest. That's a really nice quote. Can we go get something from the vending machine? I'm getting quite hungry. You got money? Yeah, I do. They're inside your pockets. No, you're not taking my money. What happened to yours? I spent them all during the festival. Yep, I guessed it. She spent all her money for the week in one day. You gotta learn how to spend your money responsibly. I'm not gonna buy you any snacks. No fair! It's totally fair. Maybe next week when you get your money. You're no fun. Sorry, but that's just how it is. At least I tried. Maybe you can draw this with me now. Yeah, sure. This may be fun. Please turn it into a bit more of a happy drawing at the end. It's the end of the day. Okay, this is the same. So Yuri wasn't lying about the weather. Yeah. So he told me that she brought one. We can use hers. But I thought she'd left already. Maybe she forgot about it? What else do we do? Guess we could just use that. Yeah, blah blah blah. And this is the same. Meet the mom. Where did you go earlier? I wanted to be there, but I was watching you with Yuri. You two were really happy together, so I didn't want to disturb you. We really needed you. I'm really sorry. So, where were you? I was staying at Yuri's place. Yep, and then this is the same. Okay, then... save it there. Let's ask to hang out with Natsuki again. Oh, what the fuck? Even after all of that? What the fuck? She still says... Well, where is that? Yeah, all you ever want to do is spend time. What the fuck? I literally just spent time with Sayuri. So just because you said that... Okay, fuck it. Just because... Oh, hang on. No. Just because I pick... Just because I say let Natsuki leave, I've already locked in the bad ending no matter what else I do. If I spend none of my time with Yuri that I can choose to spend, none of it matters. Because I already said this. That's a bit fucking harsh, but okay. So we have to do that. I mean, it was the better choice anyway. I thought of it, you know, whatever. Okay, so spend time with Natsuki here. Head towards the back of the club room where Natsuki is sitting. Can't you see I'm busy here? Hey Natsuki, sorry for coming in like that. I didn't even do anything, why am I apologizing? What do you want? Nothing much, I was just curious about what you're reading. I still haven't talked to you much, so yeah, that's all. Fine, I'll be right back. Natsuki goes into the closet. It should be here somewhere. You need any help? Nope, I can do this myself. What are you doing? Stupid Monica! Did you have to put some of my manga on the top shelf? Well, you haven't touched some of them in a while, and it was taking up some space, so I put them on the top. Don't touch my manga without my permission! I'm sorry. Can I help you? It's your fault, so fix it! Monica heads inside the closet. Natsuki, isn't it dangerous to stand on a chair like that? How else am I supposed to reach up there? Here, I'll help you. Just get down from there. You could hurt yourself. This is stupid. Here you go. Thanks. Monica and Natsuki come out of the closet after a little drama between them. You shouldn't have done this in the first place. I promise not to touch them without your permission. Well, you better keep that promise. I will. Better not mess with her. She can be like an angry chihuahua sometimes. I heard that! Why do I keep trying? She will never change. What was all that about? It's not the first time Monica has done this. Last week the same thing happened. Oh, I don't really remember something like that happening. That's because I remember you and Yuri went outside together. Yeah, I remember that. I think we left to make some tea or something. I wasn't really paying attention to what you were doing at the time. And that's exactly the problem. You spent too much time with Yuri and Sayori and left me alone. Even Monica talks to you because she kind of has to. As club president, I just want good friends. Friends who respect me. This club is all I have. I have no other place to share my interests. My friends think manga is for little kids. Yuri is guilty of that. That's kind of odd to me. Odd? It sounds weird saying manga is for little kids. I mean, I know many people in my class who do read manga. People from around the world do it as well. Natsuki, are you sure those friends are your real friends? Of course they are. They've been my friends since middle school. Why wouldn't they be? I don't know. To be honest, I know nothing about friendships. The only one I've had all these years was Sayori, but I do know how certain people act. Natsuki, I don't think your real friends really care about you. Of course they care about me. Why are we even talking about this? Didn't you come here just to read manga? Oh right, sorry. I'll just not think about it earlier. Good. Natsuki shows off some volumes. I have a couple different genres here. You might be into shonen, so here. Natsuki hands me a volume 1 of a manga that I do not recognize. Have you read this one? I mean, I haven't finished it yet. It got boring at one point, so I dropped it. I'm not really into shonen. I don't even know what it is. To be fair, they are targeted at young boys. So it would make sense if you don't enjoy it. Are you saying a girl should only like girly things? That's not at all what I meant. Never mind that. What are you into? I'm more into slice of life. And a little bit of romance. I've read some romance manga once, but it was pretty generic. Yeah, it just sucks how writers find an interesting plot, but the execution ends up being terrible. Like, wow, the girl and boy are finally dating. What's next? They show a bunch of romance and some kind of drama is created? Because everyone knows that every romance story needs to add drama? That was sarcasm in case you couldn't tell. Yeah, I could tell. I actually like those kinds of stories. I don't know how she would react to my opinion. You really care so much about romance stories. It's not the romance I focus on. It's the bonds between the different characters along with the two main characters of the love story. That's not bad. Have you been in a relationship before? If you're trying to hit on me, just forget it. What made you come to that conclusion? I just asked the question. No, I've been single my whole life. I was kind of expecting it, but I would be surprised if you were in one. Are you saying I'm not capable? There you go again with your assumptions. You don't know what I've been through. It's how I've escaped many situations in the past. I mean, I get what you're trying to do, but you really need to stop doing that. It's gonna make you less approachable. I know. I will try my best. I mean, Natsuki, the reason why I haven't talked much to you is because I think you are an unguided projectile that is ready to explode at any time. So I'm scared, alright? I'm not really interested in talking to you because you freak me out sometimes, because you're extremely hostile towards me, and you're generally unwelcome to me most of the time. So I don't really think you have the right to complain about me not being friendly with you, because you haven't been friendly with me ever since I set one foot in this club room. So, you know, this is just the consequences of your own actions at this point, Natsuki. So I understand why you're so intensely surprised by the fact that I'm not really friendly with you. Just wanted to make that clear, by the way, Natsuki. There's some things I gotta say to my friends. I'll wish you luck. Okay, so now we did that. Then we go with Yuri again to her house. Talk to her mom. We have the confession with Sayori. So, do you remember yesterday? A lot of things happened yesterday. I'm talking about what my mom said. I shouldn't have run away like that. Don't worry about it. I already spoken to your mom when you were in your room. You did? Yeah, and I think she likes me. What other embarrassing things did she say about me? Nothing really. She only asked about me and stuff. I don't want to talk about some of the stuff Lily mentioned about Yuri. I see. Well, I need some alone time. Okay, save it. How about we ask her to hang out with Monica instead? If you want to, you can go hang out with Monica today. Isn't she a little busy right now? I'm sure she will appreciate you helping her out. Maybe. Okay then. Since I have nothing else to do, I guess I'll go help Monica with her work. Yeah, I'll talk to you later then. Alright. Oh yeah, now Yuri is here. Yeah. I'm not doing well, I'm gonna head out. I'll see you later then. Yeah, you're free to leave. Thank you. No, that's pretty funny because they're like, yeah, of course now Yuri has to be there when you talk to Monica. Oh, there we go. Well, that's her prom dress. I guess I have done it correctly this time. Hey Yuri. Hi. That's a really nice dress you're wearing. It's kind of odd wearing it in the park, but it looks cute on you. Ah, thank you. Actually, there's something I'd like to talk about. There's also something else I want to say to you, but I don't think I can say it. Maybe we should leave the confession for later. I want to hear Yuri out first. I think I... Oh no, she's gonna confess to me. What the hell? I thought I could do it. This is so embarrassing. Oh, also you have no scars on your arm, Yuri. That's very nice. I had a feeling that this was gonna happen, so I wrote something for you. I'm writing this just in case I have no confidence to tell you, but I'm in love with you, like so much in love with you. Every time I'm with you, you make my heart beat faster. You care about everyone. You care about me. All I want in life is you. All I ever wanted was your heart. This... I don't believe it. You probably hate me now. I should leave. No, wait! Yuri, this is the same feeling I've had. You did? Yuri, I love you too. I really do love you. I've had this feeling since we first met. I've actually called you here to say it to you, but I didn't know if you felt the same way. This is amazing. This is the first time I've ever felt... This is the first ever time I felt loved. I felt love. And I mean genuine love. Now I'm the happiest I've ever been. You really are the world to me. I was afraid too, but I don't think I'm afraid anymore. This is my first time as well. I'm so lucky to have you. You're amazing. Mark, have you ever kissed anyone? Does she want to do what I think she wants to do? No, I haven't. Do you want to try it now? This is a little awkward. It's gonna be my first kiss. Our first kiss, actually. Let's give it a shot. I'm really sorry for being awkward. It's my first time in this situation. I have no idea how to feel about this. I move closer to Yuri. Whoa, hi! Don't worry. Awkward or not, we can't waste this moment. I move closer to Yuri's face as I get ready for the kiss. Yuri does the same. Slowly we come into contact. I can't believe it. My first kiss. This is amazing. This feels amazing. I can feel my heart racing. I slowly pull away from the kiss. We stare for a little while. That was nice. Maybe we can go on dates now. Like now? Yes. I want to go eat something with you. My love? I'm not used to you saying that. Then let's get used to it. No, that's very nice. Can we hold hands now? Sure. I'm sorry. You're so cute. I'm not cute, you are. Okay, Natsuki. Oh, haha. Let's just go now. Okay. This might be the best day of my life. I now have a girlfriend, and I even shared my first kiss with her. I bet Sayuri is gonna be happy about it. And her mom Lily likes me, so this is a massive win. Now I wish to spend the rest of my life with Yuri. And that's it? Yeah, okay, so that's... Okay, so it can end... I guess that's it, or whatever. Like, you can end it with... Yuri being in the training suit and she just hates you. Which, in some scenarios, is very weird. Because she says, oh, all you ever do is spend time with me. Even if you spend time with Sayuri and Yuri. Sayuri and Natsuki, I mean. Like, even though, like... Just because you pick let Natsuki leave in the cafeteria area, it already like locks you no matter what else you choose later on. That's a bit weird. That she's every single time she will say you only spend time with me, even though that's literally not true. So it's a bit. And then she cries a little bit afterwards, like, fucking hell, like, that Yuri is weird. That Yuri is very weird, jumps to a lot of conclusions and shit. Like, she does exactly what she blames me for. Thinking in favor of other people or whatever. So it's a bit weird. Oh, what the fuck? Date with Yuri! Okay, so it's not the end. So where do you want to go? I don't really know. It's my first time ever dating. I don't really know either. Yuri might have something in mind. I don't want to suggest somewhere she wouldn't like. I have a place in mind. I hope you like it. I don't mind you taking me anywhere. I'm always open to try out different types of food. Then maybe you'll love this place. Ooh, there we go. We've arrived at a restaurant located not too far from where we were. This table is free. Let's sit down here. This is a nice spot. We can both view the city from here. I didn't even notice that. I slowly dragged the chair to let Yuri sit down. What are you doing? I thought this was something a man has to do for a woman. Her? His woman. Oh, you don't have to act like a gentleman with me. We're high schoolers. You can act casual with me. I'm just trying to give you a perfect date. What's so funny? Nothing. You just remind me of myself sometimes. I guess we're kind of the same. Yuri takes a seat. I take a seat as well. Thanks for the chair earlier. I know you were just trying to be nice. You're welcome. Yuri picks up the menu from the table. What are you gonna eat? I was actually thinking of sharing a meal with you. I forgot to ask. Are you a vegetarian? I'm not a vegetarian. Why do you ask? I was just curious, that's all. I was thinking of getting some kebabs. Ooh, nice. I love kebab. We'll order it. What about drinks? Since we're still too young to drink alcohol, I guess I'll take orange juice. Why did Yuri mention alcohol? I'll take cola. We can save the dessert for later if we're still hungry. Okay. Let's call a waiter now and start ordering. The food has finally arrived at our table. Oh, what the— Whoa! 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 We can do so much! The hell? Oh, I can't save on this. Okay. Yeah, you hit a pole while driving. You mentioned alcohol earlier. What are your hobbies? Do you listen to any music? Give Yuri a nickname. Look at Yuri. Do you watch anime? What kind of food do you like? When did you join the literature club? What was your high school life like? Hobbies. You always come up with surprises when you talk about your interests. What are some of your hobbies? Let me think. You already know that I love reading novels, specifically fantasy novels. I think I've read about 5 books, which may seem like a small number, but I enjoy rereading them, especially the stories I really loved. And because of that, I now have these stories. I know these stories completely. And as for my other hobbies, I do enjoy playing games. I usually play RPG games or games that involve strategy, but I do enjoy a bit of racing as well. You're always free to come over to my house to play some games. It's more fun with other people. I also like going out for walks in the park. It's usually a way of removing my stress and anxiety. And when I feel uncomfortable about something, I start to jog around the park. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Keeping my body fit is really important for my health, and you should also take care of it. If you want, you can come with me sometime to the park. It would be fun walking around together. We can experience nature and we'll be with the earth. Okay. Well, actually, let's just start from the top then. I don't think it matters in which order I pick them. You hit a pole while driving? So about what your mom said the other day. This again? You hit a pole while driving? It's not that bad, but I'll tell you anyway. It happened a few days after I got my license. I wanted to try driving around the city to get the feel for it. And so I asked my mom to let me borrow a car. She was hesitant at first, but then she decided to come along with me. I thought maybe I would feel more relaxed if an experienced driver like my mom was there with me. And I'm not that bad at driving. Also, what the hell is this that you are allowed to drive but you're not allowed to drink alcohol? That sounds very American. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea what the... I know the age of consent in Japan is a lot... Oh, wow, I just noticed that you can actually see the city there. I just noticed that. But I know that the age of consent is a bit lower in Japan. But I don't know what the age in Japan is for drinking. Or whatever. Actually, I might as well just use my new phone for that. Let's turn the music down a little bit for on my headset. What were we figuring out? Oh yeah, driver's license. I have to talk. My phone is Dutch, so I have to talk to her. My AI assistant in Dutch, so bear with me. Hey Google. Hoe oud mag je zijn in Japan om te mogen autorijden?
In Japan moet je minimaal 18 jaar oud zijn om een auto te mogen besturen.
Okay, so you have to be 18 years old in in Japan to drive a car. So you cannot drive a car under the age of 18. Hey Google. Hoe oud moet je minimaal zijn in Japan om alcohol te mogen drinken?
In Japan moet je minimaal 20 jaar oud zijn om alcohol te mogen drinken. Deze leeftijdsgrens is vastgelegd in de Japanse drankbelastingwet. Het is belangrijk om te weten dat deze wetgeving strikt wordt gehandhaafd in Japan, dus zorg ervoor dat je altijd een geldig identiteitsbewijs bij je hebt als je alcohol wilt kopen of consumeren.
Okay, she's giving me advice like she thinks I'm in Japan right now, but so you have to be 18 years old to get a driver's license in Japan, and you have to be 20 years old in order to drive alcohol, so it's still possible. However, if you're 20, I'm pretty sure you're not in high school anymore. So I think it's still a bit violently... You ever see something and you think, wow, this is violently American? I don't know if the mod maker is American. But okay, so you need to be 20 years old to drink alcohol. And then Google went on saying, or Gemini went on saying like, hey, they are extremely strict, apparently, on maintaining that. And... if you buy or drink alcohol, you always have to have a valid ID with you, because they apparently are very strict on checking whether you are the correct, whether you're not underage drinking alcohol in Japan. Okay. So it's still possible that we can't drink alcohol, but she has a driver's license. It is still technically possible, so Yuri has to be 18 or 19. In this game right now. However, when you're 18 or 19, I'm pretty sure you're not in high school anymore. There, okay, so we figured that out. So it is still possible. Well, then again, it always says like, oh, all the characters are 18 years old, so I guess it makes sense. Yuri is 18. So she has a driver's license, but she's not allowed to drink alcohol. It was a really careless mistake I did. Just to let you know, it was sunset at the time. So when it got dark, it was hard to see in some areas away from the city. I actually forgot to put the headlights on. Since my mom is experienced, I guess it's muscle memory for her. That might be why she forgot about the headlights. Or I don't know what happened then. But I couldn't really see much, and there was a turn I had to make with the pole standing close to the road, and I made the turn, but the pole hit the backside of the car and we had to stop to check the damage. Luckily it wasn't as bad as we thought, but my mom lost some trust in me driving. That's what happens. Adults really make big issues about their cars, don't they? You really can't blame them. Cars are pretty expensive, and repairs aren't cheap either. I would have been in big trouble if I caused a dent in the car. Thankfully, it was just a scratch. Okay, you mentioned alcohol. Why did you mention alcohol when we were talking about drinks earlier? Oh, it's nothing. I don't know. You look like a little disappointed when you skipped it. Did I? Please don't tell me you like drinking alcohol. Fine, I'll tell you. I haven't drank alcohol before, but it's kind of a family tradition. Well, it's not really alcohol that's special. Everyone from my family, including my cousins, uncle, aunts and grandparents, get together annually. And at the end of the day, anyone above the age of 16 gets a drink if they want to. Oh! I'm very sorry to say this, Yuri, but your family's gonna get arrested. A lot of your family members are gonna get arrested because we are in Japan. We're not in the USA. Well, then again, the drinking age in the USA is also like 20 or something, right? But isn't underage drinking illegal? It's actually not if you're I'm pretty sure... Oh, I don't know actually, but I'm pretty sure it still is. Well, I did find that out recently actually. So, you didn't know back then? My dad told me it's okay to just have a little. But there is actually a funny story I want to tell you. This was before I found out that you can only drink if you're with family. And I thought I would try something like that with the club. No, you didn't. Yeah. I brought wine to the club room as a nice gesture, but I got yelled by Sayuri telling me it's wrong. And Monica later told me that I'd get kicked out of school if they catch me with alcohol inside. So now I'll just wait till I turn 20 to drink legal. Okay, yeah, there we go. That must have been an interesting day in the literature club. I've not told you about the best part about it yet. This part was so hilarious for me. So on the same day, while heading back home, Natsuki came up to me and whispered in my ears. She was like, "Can I try some of that?" I couldn't believe what I heard. I was barely able to control my laughter. Even now I can't stop laughing at that moment. So, did you let her drink? Oh yeah, she was really serious about it. I honestly see Natsuki the kind of person to be an alcoholic in the future. What makes you say that? Nothing really, it was just a thought. Right, music. Hey Yuri, what kind of music do you listen to? I've actually never been asked this question before. I would always keep it to myself, but I guess I'll talk about it with you. I don't really stick to a single genre or artist, but if I had to pick, I'm really into rock music. Oh, nice. I grew up in the era when rock music was pretty big, but while many people moved on to the current trends, I stuck with rock. That's what I've been listening to since I was a kid, so it's hard to move on. But I don't just stick to rock, sometimes I switch depending on my mood. When I feel lonely I end up listening to romance, or when I'm feeling anxious I listen to cheerful songs. I actually remember when Monica talked about rap music a couple weeks ago before you joined. She said it can be a form of literature and it's more challenging than poetry. I thought she was just joking around, but she was pretty serious about it. And later I started to think more about it, and it's actually a lot harder than poetry. Not only do you have to come up with good rhymes, you also have to find a way to keep up with the flow of the music. I don't enjoy rap music, but I appreciate the work and effort when it comes to making rap music. Okay, give Yuri a nickname? Hey Yuri, has anyone ever given you a nickname? No, everyone just calls me by my name. Give Yuri a nickname. Oh, what would be a fun, like a cute nickname? Like you, maybe? Like... I'm pretty sure like it is a bit of a... That can be a nickname in Japanese for people called Yuri or something. Enter, I guess. What if I call you you? It's actually right there. I like that, but I think I'll stick with Mark. It's a nice name. And then I can... And then you can... Just say Yuri? That's just my name, silly? I prefer Yuri, actually. What was your high school life like? You know, it's weird how we've been in the same school, but I've only met you like 2 weeks ago. I'm curious about what you've done in high school. I wouldn't say it's that interesting. During my first year I had a lot of trouble speaking to people, so I didn't make any friends for 2 years. I spent most of my time reading my novels in empty classrooms or in the library. During classes, even when I knew the answer to a question, I wouldn't speak up because I always feared people would make fun of me. I always feared that people in class would call me a nerd or a bookworm, but I'm not actually that academically good. I do score well in some subjects, but I struggle a lot in subjects that require logic and thinking, like computers or maths. I can help you with them. You can? I didn't really expect someone like you to be good at those subjects. I wouldn't say I'm good, but I am a straightforward person, so this would be a little easier for me to understand. I just don't study, so my grades aren't that good. But if I do put in the effort, I can score pretty high. That's nice of you. Maybe on weekends we can have study sessions together. I'll think about that. Okay. I'm not forcing you. When did you join the literature club? So when did you join the literature club? It was earlier this year. Monica found me and gave me an invitation, but it took me a couple days to actually enter the room. I was anxious about what Monica was thinking about me. All I thought of those days was the bad stuff Monica could have been saying about me, until I got the courage to actually enter and see only Monica and Sayori present in the club. Something you should know about me is I don't act the same everywhere. What I mean is, when I first joined the club, all I did was talk about books and authors, and I thought it wasn't appropriate to talk about anything else at a literature club. Like if I was in the music club, I would have talked about music and nothing else. It's kinda a way for me to adapt to the environment, but it hasn't worked the best. I mean, look at Sayori. She barely talks about literature, and yet she does a lot more in the club than I do. But you've still managed to get along with them. So I wouldn't say it was bad for you. In fact, quite the opposite. I mean, look at me. I didn't have interest in literature, but here I am now with you. I guess everything did turn out well for us. You told me earlier that you're interested in trying out different types of food, but which one is your favorite? I really love eating chicken. I know I say that I love nature and it would kind of make sense for me to be a vegetarian, but eating animals is also part of nature. And also they just taste really good. Yeah, that's true. like this kebab on my plate. Although this tastes pretty bland, even with sauce. I actually enjoy eating spicy food. I guess that's why I'm not enjoying this. I could try feeding you One Piece. The anime? And why do you want to do that? I've heard that if someone you love feeds you something, the food will taste better. Just try it. Okay, I'll try. Well, it's the best thing you've ever tasted? It did taste better, thank you for that. Do you watch anime? You might find this a weird question, but do you watch anime? Well, I don't, but I actually used to watch it. Wait, really? Yeah, back in middle school it was kinda a trend for people to watch anime and read manga, so I thought if I wanted to know what people were talking about, I'd take a look at it. I did kinda get addicted at one point, and I bought some manga of the series I found interesting. It was about a girl who had trouble communicating, I think. Is it Komi can't communicate? I wonder if the series is still going on. I should ask Natsuki about it, but anyway, I don't really watch it anymore. You know, I used to think that manga was for younger audiences, but Natsuki showed me some of the more mature ones, and it really changed the way I look at manga and anime. I did lose interest in them though. Again, Yuri, you would fucking love Higurashi. Look at Yuri. Whoa! Not like that! How fucking awkward would that be? You're just sitting at a table and all of a sudden like I just get really close to you like that. That was literally it. We just zoom in. Okay. Hey Yuri? How about a kiss? I guess we can. Smooch. Right, this is the next. I want to kiss you again. Okay. She's like, relax, man. You're making me uncomfortable right now. Yeah, she's still doing it though. I was just curious to see how long she would go along with it. I can do it again. Is it getting a bit too much? Don't have to keep doing it. You just talk and eat instead. Oh, I can't do it anymore, okay. Yeah, it's getting kind of late. I'm sorry that you didn't enjoy the food. It's fine, really. If you weren't there with me, I wouldn't have finished it. You were the secret ingredient that made it special for me. That's really sweet of you. And you made my day very special. I don't know what I'd be doing without you. Yeah. Let's pay the bill and head out. Let me pay. Wait, you don't have to do that. We can split. How much money did you bring anyway? Let me check. Oh, I actually don't have enough to pay for the whole thing. Okay, let's split then. So are you heading home? Well, I did tell my mom I would be here before I would be home before 8. So yeah, I'll have to leave now. I can walk you home. Mark, you don't have to do that. I insist. I enjoy walking with you. It's peaceful with you. I feel the same towards you. I would like it if you did come along with me. Oh, this is the first time we see your front door, actually. After a quiet and peaceful walk with Yuri, we've arrived at her front door. You know, the last time I was here, I've never actually paid attention to how nice your front yard looks. I see your family loves putting flowers in the garden. The flowers were actually my idea. We actually had plans to improve it in the future. I have an idea. I actually forgot to give this rose earlier when I wanted to confess to Yuri. Here you go. I wanted to give this rose to you earlier. That's nice of you. Instead of the garden, I'll keep this in my room. What? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Instead of in the garden, I keep it in my room. Yeah, okay. Thank you. I give Yuri a hug. Kiss again? I'll see you later. Yeah, see you. Okay. So that was nice. They added a little date at the end. Okay, so that is Lavender Trust. It was still a bit shorter than I expected. General Grievous is shorter than I expected. Jedi scum. There were some parts that I really liked. I liked the interaction with everybody. Like I said, with Natsuki and Yuri and Monica. I like that the choices impacted the story. I still felt that harsh ending was being used, even when you spend time with Natsuki or Yuri or Sayori. I mean, it's a bit weird that she gets that harsh ending. Like if you spend all your time with Yuri only and then get that harsh ending, then it makes sense. But you even get that harsh ending even if you don't spend all of your time with Yuri. Even if you deliberately click on Natsuki or ask her to spend time with Monica or, you know, like hang out with Sayori. Like, so it's a bit weird then because she still says the same thing. Like, oh, you only spend time with, like, no, you're literally just incorrect there, Yuri. And then she looks away and starts crying and very dramatically walks away like, fuck off. That was very weird, using that ending in those situations. But for the bad ending, like on its own, when you only spend time with Yuri, it works. It still sucks, but it works. I was actually pretty close with the first time I played, getting the good ending. So that was nice. Yeah, I really liked... what's it called? I really liked most of the mods. Like the festival... like the preparation to go, and also like they used some of the lore from the vanilla game and the side stories in order to like make some things happen, come back on some certain things. Some other things that I thought were a bit lacking, not necessarily bad, but just lacking, is a lot of points or plot points were just dropped like very quickly. Like the poem I wrote, I only showed it to Monica and never showed it to Yuri, and then it never came back. We, of course, and a lot of things developed very quickly as well. Like, oh, Sayuri, I'm turning down your confession. Oh no, hey, do you want me to help you get with Yuri? Yeah, sure, thanks, Sayuri. Like, what? Like, okay. And also, like, that's Natsuki talking about how her friends are not really her friends. That wasn't really brought up ever again. That awkward guy, Kiba, that made some weird marks or what's it called? Some weird remarks towards Yuri. Never came up. The only time when that sort of came up again was when you choose to let Natsuki leave. But that's the wrong choice, because you have to let Natsuki stay, because otherwise you get the bad ending. So the only time you can go back on that is if you go through the bad ending. So, you know, a lot of these points were just brought up and then dropped, like, very quickly, or never brought up again. Like, reading the novel, of course, Portrait of Markov was dropped. They sort of talked about that, I guess, but there was, like, Natsuki and her trouble with her friends was never really brought up again. Sayuri, it was just very quickly, like, I'm over it, or, like, we never really got to her with her depression. What's it called? Yuri's mom being a psychiatrist, and I think, oh, maybe she could help with Sayuri. I thought that was going to be a plot point later down the line, that never got brought up again. So this really feels like a demo of what could be, or whatever, you know? Like, if you, for the people that are senators that have watched my New Eyes Let's Play series, I said it's a bit of a similar thing. Like, I don't think this mod has the full, like, extracted the full potential that it could have. Because there's a lot of, I really like this mod, like, I like the interactions, I like how the girls are, like, framed, I like, you know, how they act. Except for Yuri in the bad ending. Well, except for Yuri in the bad ending, if you actually chose to spend time with Sayuri or Natsuki. Because then she's just lying and not making sense. But in the really bad ending, when you are only spending time with Yuri, yeah, then yes, it does make sense. But yeah, like, okay, like, there is so much more potential, so much more things that they could have done with the mod, I feel like, you know, like I said, like, that's plotline with Sayuri's depression could have gone a bit further, about Sayuri's love confession being turned down, but then both Sayuri and me being both insanely scared that the other doesn't want to talk to us, to me again, or to whatever, you know. So Sayuri is like, I turned on Sayuri's love confession, and then I'm insanely scared that Sayuri doesn't want to be friends with me, and Sayuri is insanely scared that I don't want to be friends with her. So that was a very interesting thing, that we can't be with each other, but also not without each other. Like, I thought that was a very interesting plot that they were starting to develop there. Like, I thought that there was going to be some more time and effort dedicated towards that, but then it was just like, oh yeah, hey, let me be a wing woman to get you with Yuri randomly. So I was like, okay, that's a bit odd that we just, like, turned that off. Like, I thought it was a really interesting story developing there, and then just never brought up. Monica falling asleep after the festival, because of how much effort she put into it, and now she was getting a bit strict with me and all that type of stuff, that she was really putting in the effort. That got kind of, like, dropped halfway through as well. I also thought that was an interesting plot development, where Monica is just super serious about this club, and then we could delve in, why is she being so serious? Why is she being so like, she was so carefree before, like, a bit carefree and stuff, you know? Like, why is she being so serious now? Why does she get, like, almost aggressive if you don't write a poem or whatever? Like, what's behind there? Why, you know, she's literally falling asleep because she's so exhausted doing things for the club. Why does she matter? Why does she care so much? Why does this club matter so much to her, you know? Like, there's a lot of things that I thought we were developing and going to delve into later, but I was like, no. And especially because, you know, the festival was never brought up again after, like, no new members joined, and that was it. Like, that's something I really liked in Blue Skies, because it actually became a very pivotal point in the story at the start, where we have to go through the festival, and then it turns out that the festival, the event went pretty horribly because of some assholes that joined the thing, and then it turned out that no members joined, and that was a bit of a shock for Monica, and, well, everyone else too, in a way, in their own way. But then they kind of had to deal with that for a little bit, and then afterwards, like, you saw like a tiny like ripple effect of it reoccurring from time to time. So I felt like that was dealt really well, and I really thought that we're going to develop that here, but better, but then they just didn't. Like, especially with this Monica being so hardworking and literally falling asleep from exhaustion and going really hard for this club. I really thought that, you know, like when nobody joined, it would be a fucking shock to Monica that nobody joins, because she put like literally her entire soul she poured into that festival and getting new members, and you know, so Yuri got excited as well and she really wanted new members to join too. Of course, Yuri and Natsuki were a little bit whatever about that. So again, like, if this mod was longer, it would have been a fantastic... I mean, it's already a fine mod, don't get me wrong. I really liked it for the duration that it lasted, but I feel like if it was written longer, like if it was developed more, like it could be a insanely fantastic mod. Like, a lots of things were developing that were just dropped just like that. Like, you know, like I said, Monica's hard working ethic and why she goes so hard for this club. Why does she care so much? And, you know, how does she deal when nobody joins? When nobody joins the club, and when it turned out, even though the festival was a success, she got no new members out of that, even though she and Sayuri went through so much to work to promote the club. How does she deal with that? How do we, as the other club members, have to deal with Monica dealing with that, you know? Like, I feel like they really were setting up for that, and then they just dropped it. So Yuri's depression, and I really liked that message of like trusting her, but like trying to find the fine line between do we trust her? Well, of course we trust her, but like, do we leave her alone, or does she appreciate if actually we come over and talk to her at this point or whatever, you know? Like, I was really interested in that developing, like the fine line between wanting to help and wanting to put trust in her. No, she can do this on her own. We don't need to jump in to do anything. Like, that was interesting. I thought it could be an interesting plot point, especially something to discover together with either Yuri or Monica. Because of course Monica knows, especially again that's that part with Monica where you go to the cafe to talk about Sayuri. And like, oh yeah, let's keep it between us. Like, no, it was never brought up again. Well, very briefly when Sayuri stayed home after the rejected love confession. It was very briefly mentioned between Monica and me, but that was it. Like, I thought that was going to be an interesting thing where we could, you know, Monica and I would work together or whatever, or like do things, and then maybe eventually get Yuri involved because, you know, of course this is a Yuri focused mod, so we would end up with Yuri in some way or another. Then, you know, eventually Yuri would know, and then we would work together to like dance the fine line between trusting Sayuri that she can handle this one by herself, and then also be like, no, we should step in now because Sayuri deserves not to carry everything by herself, and help her out for this one. And also with Natsuki, you know, her friends not being real friends, kind of like in the side stories. And also like being nice to her, like being friendly with her, and her like changing her attitude towards me. The development with the relationship between me and Yuri's mom. And also with the link with Sayuri, because Yuri's mom is a psychiatrist, so that would also be like, there were tons of interesting plot things developing, and then we just like mentioned briefly and then dropped. Mentioned, dropped. Oh, this is fucking interesting, dropped. Like, and then the ending. So it felt a bit rushed. I mean, it wasn't, I feel like, you know, it wasn't rushed or whatever, I guess, but it had the idea, if the mod developer said like, I wanted to finish this within a week because of whatever reason, then I would believe him, because it kind of felt like it was rushed, like, oh shit, like, there we go, you know, like, this mod could have been, this mod was really fun, but it could have been fucking fantastic if they had made it a lot longer, and if they actually like wrote through all those plot points and developed them properly. There could be a phenomenal story. Like I said, like, there was tons of things. The dancing line between Sayuri, trusting her to do it on her own, or stepping in to help, and not stepping in to help too much, but also not too few times, you know? Monica, why does she go so hard for this club? Why does she care so much? And how does she deal when nobody joins? And how do we deal with her emotions after she's dealing with that, you know? Of course, Natsuki with her dad, of course, and her friends not real friends. you know, depression thing together with Monica and I, because we're the only people that know, and eventually maybe Yuri would know, and eventually like everyone would know. The mean guys making comments at Yuri being sort of like bullied, and of course the development of the relationship between Yuri and MC. Like I feel like there was a lot more potential here. So if the mod developer is still interested in making some mods, I feel like you should just take this story and just like write it out. I think there could be a fucking fantastic mod. And then you can have it the same way, where you make some choices and then you spend time with other people, and that's how you develop the plot points. And if you only choose Yuri, then you get the bad ending. Like I'm pretty sure you should get with Yuri, like if you make this mod but then longer, you should get with Yuri regardless, because it's a Yuri focus mod. But then depending on your actions, you either stay together or she will break up at the end. And then of course if you only stay with Yuri, don't help anyone else, then Yuri will feel like you're being way too clingy or whatever, and then she will break up at some point at the end of the mod. But if you like choose the others and then develop the plot points with everyone, and with Yuri as well, like you have to involve her in one way, like not maybe like gradually, I don't know, whatever, I'm just spewing some ideas out. Then you get the good ending where you're already together, and then at the ending she's like, yeah, I genuinely love you and I want to whatever marry you or whatever, I don't know. But you know, like I feel like if you just take everything that was in this mod and then just write it out, it would be a fucking phenomenal mod. Right now this mod is great and really fun, but it could be insane and fucking fantastic, I think, if you just take all these plot points. Because I thought that there were some really interesting ideas here. I've already mentioned them a few times, but I really think those were interesting plot points there. And a lot of interesting connections between the different girls and MC in the club. So I thought that was also very interesting how the mod developer made all of those connections with people. Like Monica and me being the only ones to know about her depression. Also liked how he just wrote the Monica was right part, how he wrote that into a sort of a wholesome way. Because of course when Sayuri says Monica was right in the main game, then we're all like, what the fuck do you mean Monica was right? What the hell did she say to you? But now we figure it out because it was a lot more wholesome in this one. But she just took it the wrong way because Monica worded it a bit poorly. Yeah, so I feel like, you know, like there's a lot of interesting connections between the characters in this mod. So again, if they just took all of this and then wrote it out for like a very long, like a Doki, Blue Skies like length mod, I think it would be fucking fantastic. But now it's just really fun. But it kind of reminds me of Gladiator. Like, you're a good Spaniard, but you're not that good. But you could be magnificent. That's what I feel like with this. Like, it was a good mod, very, very much so. There were some things I was like, okay. But for the most part, it's like, yeah, I feel like this is just a very short demo of a very much longer mod. A Doki Doki Blue Skies length style longer mod, which could be fantastic. So, it was good, but it could have been amazing or whatever. So yeah, that was Doki Doki Lavender Trust. I do really like that date with Yuri at the end. That was very sweet. And yeah, that was about it, really. So again, a bit unexpected ending because I thought that this was going to go on for a lot longer, but apparently not. So but here you go, Lavender Trust is finished. I don't know if I'll do immediately another Doki Doki mod right after this, because I've done 2 in quick succession. I've got more than enough lying around, so it's not that I'm short for choice. But I don't know, like maybe we'll do like something in between and then return to Doki Doki again. Or maybe I'll just immediately do another one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Yeah, leave suggestions in the comments if you want to, by the way. Not just Doki Doki mods that you're like, oh, maybe you should try this Doki Doki mod. Just, you can drop any suggestion for any game in general, because, as Monica would say, I'm always listening. If you know what I mean. Just Monica, just Monica, just Monica. Okay. Yeah, so, Lavender Trust was a lot of fun. But it could be magnificent. So mod developer, if you're watching, a few spelling mistakes that I think you should still fix in this mod. And you could be magnificent. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, check my the description if you want to download the mod for yourself. Maybe try to find some different endings here and there. Or see what happens if you keep on kissing Yuri, if she actually dumps you right then and there. Yeah. I've got tons and tons and tons of Doki Doki Literature Club content on the channel, so if you are interested for more, be sure to have a look, because I played... Oh man, I played Blue Skies, I played Encore, I played... well, I didn't finish Lost Ascension, but I did play it. I played Longer Roads, I played Just Us, I played Focused on Me, or whatever it's called. I played Fallen Angel, I played One Last Memory right before this one. I played My Doki Doki Snafu, so there is tons and tons of Doki Doki Literature Club. And of course I played the vanilla game and Doki Doki Plus. And I have also some other visual novels and some other mods, but for that you have to become a member, a senator actually. If you're a level 2 senator, a quaestor, then you get access to all senator-only videos, which includes Doki Doki New Eyes and the Higurashi series. So if you're interested in that stuff, consider joining and becoming a member, becoming a senator. But that's, you don't have to, of course. That's just if you want to support the channel a bit extra and get some extra content out of that. I just want to mention that it is there. It is out there. Well, it's not really out there, because if it's out there, then you can see it already, but it's hidden out there. But yeah, there's enough Doki Doki stuff to go around, even if you're not a senator. So be sure to check it out if you are interested in more on the channel. And yeah, like I said, I've got still loads and loads and loads of mods that I want to try out for Doki Doki Literature Club. So there will be, like I said, I don't know, maybe next week or whatever, there will be a new Doki Doki Literature Club mod immediately. Maybe it'll be a little bit after that, I don't know. But yeah, the next Doki Doki mod is coming soon, regardless. So yeah. See you then. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed it. See you later, Romans. Valete.